the life of the innocent.
In the heart of the eastern plains lay Umuachala, a village richly blessed by the gods. Its land was fertile, its streams flowed with crystal-clear water, and its forests brimmed with life. Festivals lit up the village like fireflies in the harmattan night. Drums, laughter, and dancing were as common as the rising sun. The women were known for their grace and fruitfulness, and the men for their strength, courage, and unbreakable bond with the soil. Among these people lived a woman named Ngozi, beautiful, gentle, and married to a hardworking, wealthy farmer who loved her deeply. They had everything except the one thing her heart longed for, a child of her own, for 8 long years. Ngozi prayed, cried, begged, and pleaded with the gods. Even if it is just one child, she whispered day after day, please bless my womb. 1 year passed. Then 2. Then 5. Then 8. Still, the gods were silent. And then, when hope had almost vanished, the miracle came. One cool morning, Ngozi discovered that she was pregnant. The news spread through Umuachala like fresh wind, joyful, bright, and full of promise. Her husband danced. Neighbors celebrated. Even the elders blessed her with cola and palm wine, but fate had sharp edges. A month before the child was born, Ngozi's husband suddenly passed away, leaving her alone with her swelling belly and the fragile joy she still clung to. 9 months later, she brought forth a son, a beautiful, healthy boy, but with a mark. At the back of his neck sat a birthmark shaped like a star, and in Umuachala, the sight of that mark brought fear colder than harmattan. Long ago, the last child born with that star mark grew into a terror, a bloodthirsty warrior who became the village's greatest nightmare. He killed without mercy, ruled like a tyrant, and left a scar on the village's history. Since then, no child had carried that mark. Until now, fear spread like wildfire. The elders gathered immediately in Ngozi's compound. Wrinkled faces, shaking heads, whispered judgments. Ngozi, they said, you cannot keep this child. This is an abomination. We cannot allow the past to repeat itself. Ngozi fell to her knees, clutching her newborn to her chest. Please, she cried, tears blurring her sight. Do not take him from me. He is innocent. He has done nothing. Please. I have waited 8 years for this blessing. But fear makes hearts hard. The elders commanded the village youths to seize the child. They obeyed. When they reached for him, Ngozi held her baby tighter and stood firm. If you must take my child, she said with a trembling voice, then you must take me too. Whatever you do to him, you will do to me. The elders exchanged looks. Then nodded coldly, so be it. The villagers watched as Ngozi was dragged away, her cries pacing the air. She held her child until the very end, and the people of Umuachala committed the unthinkable. They ended the life of the innocent child and his mother. But Ngozi's final breath carried fire. With blood, tears, and heartbreak, she cursed the village. You will know no peace, she swore, for you have taken the innocent and stained your hands with injustice. Darkness shall rise in Umuachala, and you will reap the sorrow you have sown. The elders ignored her final words. To them, they had simply cleansed the land. But the gods had heard her. A month later, at the very spot where Ngozi and her baby had been buried, a strange plant sprouted from the earth. The villagers barely paid attention. They said it was just another tree, but the tree grew, and grew fast, unnaturally fast, its bark twisted like veins under skin. Its branches reached upward like fingers, and then, 1 year later, the village began to whisper, because every morning, the tree bled, thick red sap oozed from its trunk, dripping down to the soil like fresh tears. People avoided the place. Some claimed the air around it felt colder. Others said they heard whispering voices at night, but the elders remained silent, and the tree kept growing. The strange tree in the center of Umuachala did not stop growing. Season after season, its branches stretched wider, its roots dug deeper, and its bleeding red sap continued to flow like a wound that refused to heal. 2 years passed, life in the village moved on, people began to forget. They forgot Ngozi's cries. They forgot the innocent child. They forgot the curse uttered in pain. But the ground did not forget. One morning, without warning, drought swept across Umuachala. The rivers shrank. The once fertile soil turned dry and cracked. Crops withered before they could bear fruit. Animals grew weak and dropped dead. A strange hunger settled over the land like a shadow. The only thing that remained green, the only thing untouched by the drought, was the bleeding tree. Its leaves stayed lush, its bark glistened with fresh red sap, and vultures began to circle above it, dozens of them, dark wings slicing the sky. Fear gripped the villagers. Farmers complained that nothing grew anymore. Hunters returned empty-handed day after day. Traders lamented that people from neighboring villages refused to visit Umuachala. It was as if the village's blessings, its reputation, its fortune, its joy, were slowly being drained away. The elders grew worried. Desperate, they gathered at the shrine to seek answers from the gods. For a long time, the gods remained silent. The elders came again the next day, kneeling, pleading, begging the heavens not to abandon them. At last, the gods spoke through their mouthpiece. The blood of an innocent woman cries upon this land. She seeks justice, and she is right. We cannot interfere. Her judgment will stand. The elders trembled. They immediately remembered Ngozi. What do we do? They asked, how do we appease her? How do we save Umuachala? The mouthpiece replied, offer sacrifices to the tree, perhaps it will listen. The elders obeyed. They slaughtered chickens, goats, rams, laying them at the base of the tree, and for a while, the sky softened, the land calmed, and life seemed to return. It became a monthly ritual. Every month, offerings were brought to the tree. Every month, the tree drank the blood. Every month, its hunger grew. Then one moonless night, the tree began to wail. A low, haunting cry echoed through the village, like a woman mourning, like a baby screaming, like a spirit calling. From beneath the earth, it wanted more. It wanted bigger sacrifices. It wanted deeper offerings. It wanted blood. Human blood.